Everyone, welcome to part 181 of me answering your Percy Jackson questions. If you haven't seen the series before, check the description down below for all the details on the series, how I'm answering your questions, how you can ask me questions. All that stuff is spelled out in the description, so you have to read the instructions in the description if you want to ask me any questions, okay? You have to read it. I know a lot of you are lazy and you don't want to read it, but you have to. All right, let's go ahead and get to today's comment. We're just doing one comment today with like 3 questions. Not too bad. All right, so this comment says, number 1, which demigod is the weakest, including PJO, HOO, and TOA? I mean, honestly, if you're going with the weakest demigod, you can probably mention a demigod that like barely shows up, right? Because like, if they barely show up, they're probably pretty weak. Like, I want to say probably the Stoll brothers tie for last place. Like, what do they have? Trickery, thievery. Like, they don't have anything. They easily lose in basically a fight with anybody. A fight with basically anybody is what I meant to say. Yeah, you know, that's actually going to be my answer. The Stolls tie for last place because, like, truly, they don't have any powers and they're not good at sword fighting. They have nothing. Yeah, hopefully that's a satisfactory answer. All right, question number 2. Which demigod is overhated? Overhated. I think I've answered this question before. I think I'm going to go with Jason Grace. Like, Rick Riordan kind of nerfed him because, like, in theory, he should have been as powerful as Percy. Like, he was literally the Roman Percy. But when Percy and Jason came together, Jason had to be nerfed a little bit by, like, getting hit with bricks and stuff and by, like, well, that's the main thing, actually. Getting knocked out constantly. Rick had to do that so that Percy and Jason couldn't really be compared, like, so that Percy was still the most powerful demigod, like the main demigod. And it makes sense to an extent, but I think Jason's overhated because of it, because people just, you know, assume that he's terrible at most things because he keeps getting knocked out. But in reality, he's as powerful as Percy, if not more. He's probably not more powerful, but he's probably as powerful as Percy in terms of powers. Yeah, Jason is definitely overhated. All right, question number 3. Which ship is the most unexpected? I'd say Leo plus Calypso. Like, who expected that? Because Calypso only gets sent a hero like every 1,000 years. And literally Leo got sent to her like at the most 2 years. At the least 2 years, probably at the most 3 years after Percy got sent there. There was only a 2 to 3 year gap between Percy and Leo. So who would have expected that Rick would write that Leo also got sent to Calypso's island, Ogygia, like barely after Percy went there? And then Calypso falling in love with Leo after initially hating him is pretty funny. So that had to happen. And then, of course, Leo had to find the astrolabe in order to navigate back to Ogygia. So that had to happen. Like, all this stuff had to happen for Calypso and Leo to actually get together and for Calypso to escape Ogygia. And it all happened. And somehow they're together. It's crazy. So yeah, that's definitely the most unexpected. All right, that answers all today's questions. Go ahead and get in the comment section. Let me know what you thought about my answers. If you have any different answers of your own for any of those questions I answered, then let me know those in the comments as well. And I'll see you tomorrow for part 182 of me answering your Percy Jackson questions.